Okay.
They heard you. They heard you say titties.
We
That's
straight.
how we intro. That's how we just straight titties. The dog
Alright.
just straight titties.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he's, she's, and theys, welcome back to an episode of The Contract Kill. And today, we're going to be talking about Resident Evil franchise, which has recently popped back up, getting a new series. The movie is Resident Evil 8 that everybody lost their minds over. We'll get more to that in a moment. There are four wonderful people, including myself here. First, we're going to start with the man, the myth, the legend, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. That chaotic man
Don't you
said
forget.
third. Hashtag
Forget.
Hit and Boogie. What's good with you, homie?
Thank you. I appreciate that lovely intro there, Russ. I'm doing very quite well. I can't wait to talk about this subject here. Because
Next up, we have the resident mommy of the group, the Boogie variant that was just born in a different year. Tell me I'm wrong, ho.
who's older? Who older? You the thing, bruh. You are me with titties.
No.
And a vagina. You are me with titties and a vagina.
And this is exactly why I say, this is exactly why they say they're variants of each other, and they're like the same person, just born.
We are not variants. We are twins.
We're fucking twins.
Wonder Twin powers activate. But ladies and gentlemen,
Power formation of a blunt.
Hey, wait. I can't pull that out on Twitch, never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the very hyper, bubbly, and beautiful
Bubbly.
baby kids.
Well, yeah, just a heads up. I am hyper as shit right now. Don't know why. So you're about to get a bunch of bullshit from me.
Oh, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be fun.
This is gonna be a bitch.
But please, if you watching, please go ahead and share with your friends, share with your mom.
I got nice titties.
Badonkers.
Badonkers.
Badonkers. Ladies and gentlemen, on the screen, you were seeing that correctly. You see the anime posters. You see the mask. Reppin' California proud. The state I like to call always on fire because I swear y'all need water.
Hold on, you gotta do it right though, Rose.
You know what? I'm not doing it.
You gotta do it right.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He lived in California via Harlem, New York. You feel me?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hailed from the NYC just like me, only he's
sporting the Timbs, you know what I mean?
No, he got the Timbs.
On deck.
You see him with the ghost face mask and it looks like an untied do-rag on top. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Also known as the Drip Kage. Also known as the other half of hashtag Tiger Slay. J-So the Tiger.
He ain't the better half though.
Damn.
Your daddy.
That's your daddy too, fool. That's your daddy too, fool.
Not today. Not today. Right now. Not right now. Right now, I'm Ghost Philip J.
Sit your ass down somewhere.
Ghost Philip J.
Sit your ass down somewhere, bye.
And then last but certainly not least, you have me. I have many nicknames. Darwin, the squirrel, Doug from Up, Rosedex, but mainly the resident encyclopedia, myself, Rose. That's me.
I love the your own intro. That was adorable.
That was Now, like I said a few moments ago, today we are going to be talking about the Resident Evil franchise. Now, me in particular, I only have maybe basic to mid level knowledge. The encyclopedia is missing pages on this subject. So, what I know is going to be very limited compared to what my other three lovely co hosts know. And like with all timelines, we got to start with the beginning. So, the first question I want to pose is this: what was your first ever reaction to the first Resident Evil?
You see what I mean?
Damn.
You see what I mean?
Motherfucker just took like damn. You give motherfuckers a little bit of power, they damn.
Why do I feel like that was his first game?
Damn, what the fuck?
Drake.
But no, that's a no. But no, I'm joking. Of course.
And y'all thought I was tripping.
I'm joking. Of course. Rose, that is a very excellent question. Can you repeat it, please?
What was your first time reaction to the first Resident Evil? Like no movies, nothing like that. Just the first game in general.
The first game?
Yes.
Like oh man, damn, you went way back with it. Shit. First off, before I do give my explanation, shout out to my older brother Roderick, if you're watching out there somewhere. Thank you for putting me on to one of the greatest game franchises of all time. Appreciate that.
Sibling W.
You have to understand, this is like 98, 99. So I'm like, I was about like 6, 7-ish.
And
I
know where this is going.
I'm not gonna lie, it scared the shit out of me at first. Until I got to sit down and actually play it, and I realized this fucking game is hard. It's fuck. But my first initial reaction was, wow, they actually got zombies in this game, like chomping on your face and your neck and what? Oh shit! Damn.
Also,
and
keep this in mind. This is the 90s.
Yeah, that don't make no difference. But
it wasn't as like well known as a statement in games or staple in games as it is now, though.
Right. No, I definitely hear what you're saying. Resident Evil originally, I mean, my first initial reaction, like I said, was, what the fuck is this? And can I play it? Like, I would literally, like, my brother would not let me play it because at the time he did not have a memory card. So, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Better leave that bitch on. Don't touch the controller.
But I sometimes, like, when he finally got a memory card, that's when I would play it. But, yeah, we're not going to talk about it. But, yeah, my first initial reaction was, this is a very awesome game, and that's when I kind of knew, oh, I'm into scary shit. I like it. How about the rest of you?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I saw it and I was like, I don't like it. Pineapples, it's scary. Nope.
Hey,
and I know very little of the first game because I saw a glimpse of it. I think my uncle was playing it, and I was like, turn it off.
You right.
Turn it off. And my uncle, and I was like, okay, don't fucking judge me, fuck y'all. Obligatory shut the fuck up. I was like 14, 15, looking at scared out of my motherfucking mind. And I was like, turn it off.
But which game?
I don't even fucking know. It was one of them bitches, and I was just like,
because
and then
I know
got back into it because then I watched Mark play Resident Evil Village, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then everybody said I should cosplay Lady Dimitrescu, and I was like,
You should.
it's because of my titties.
But
And your
doctors.
and your attitude.
If you would like to make those dreams of kiddies come true, or your dreams, you peoples out there, Tana does have a cosplay wish list in those
and it's
in
on
there. It's in these beacons.
Yeah,
If y'all want to see it,
and it is actually on that list. Lady Demonstration is on that list.
But yeah. Listen, okay, somebody is getting too big for their britches, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But Jay, how about you, bro? I love you, Rose.
Dear God. Dear God. I feel like I'm being attacked here. But I am the older person here.
You are the eldest, yes.
So yes, I played the first one. I pretty much played a lot of them. Pretty much almost all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of them. And me playing the first one, I was already into horror stuff. And so when I played the first one, I was like, everybody was making a big thing. Was like, bro, I can't get past Mr. X. I can't get past Mr. X. And I was just like, I can beat it. I'm a beat it.
I can beat it. I got it.
I can beat it. I got it. Bro, till this day, I still can't beat that first game. That game is so hard.
On PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 1.
It's not the fact that it's hard. It's the fact that it's so fucking long.
Sorry.
That one,
Sorry.
that, and
I'm not talking about putting it on normal. Yeah.
Been there.
Don't want to do it again.
I got halfway through there and I was like, I got to the part where you first really meet Mr. X with the helicopter and all that shit. And it's like, fuck this.
This zombie Terminator looking mother.
I'm like, man, listen.
Terminator.
Like, listen. Like, cool. I beat this nigga. I put him down with 15 bullets. You know what I'm saying? I could do it again. Pop, 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 pop. You go through the whole clip. You click, click, click. Ah, shit. Here we go again. You are dead. But no, that was a great question there, Rose. I appreciate that. Okay, so Rose, I know you don't have much experience with Resident Evil.
Shit.
What?
I forgot. I just went and looked at my cosplay wish list to make sure it was on there. I have 2 variations of her on that list, and it's the suit and the actual dress. I forgot I had the white suit on there.
But yeah.
If y'all want to see that again, y'all know where it is.
But yeah. What was
So,
your first Resident Evil experience?
everybody knows, hell, even if you've known me for like a week, a month, a year, 2 years, plus more, plus less, it don't matter.
I've known you for a
I'm
year.
I'm a wuss, okay? I am a wuss. I jump scare easy as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You right.
I do.
Funny
I do.
as shit.
You
Babe,
right.
No, because Babe will literally get me with the most basic scare of just like standing behind
Hold
the
up.
door
Wait.
and then
Time the
walking
fuck.
out.
Hold the fuck up.
Man.
Hold the fuck. No. Back the truck up. Hold the fuck on, G. Hold on.
Mhm.
Hold on.
You
I got a
realize
problem.
that-
I got a problem.
Mhm.
I got a problem.
Here
I got
we
a
go.
problem. I got a
Here
problem.
we go.
Ah, shit.
Hold
I'm over
on.
it.
How the fuck can you say you out here chicken hearted, but you play DBD?
Mhm.
That's different.
Nah, bruh.
Mhm.
Nah, bruh. We not. No, I'm gone.
No, in matter of fact, since Resident Evil is in DBD, I will talk about it later if we get to that because that's different.
It's not.
Did you
It's a
shut your
horror
mouth?
game.
You love.
Which is different from
Wait,
me.
hold on. Time out. You love horror movies.
Oh. That's the $1 million
Shut your
statement
bitch
right there.
ass up. Listen,
You like horror movies. You like horror movies as much as me and Kenna do,
That means
if not more.
if you don't get your ass, if you don't let me explain, bitch,
Explain,
damn.
please. Explain.
I gotta
Please
get on the
explain.
step stool to explain my point. Y'all tall ass motherfuckers talking over me and shit.
Bro, oh my god, here she go with this shit again. Bro,
Please.
here you.
Please tell us weaken the knees.
It's not my fault. I did. Anyways,
It's a genetic condition.
it really is.
There you go.
So this is before. Now, yes, everything he just said was not cap. It was 100% facts, no printer. I do love horror movies, games in the genre. However, me first seeing Resident Evil, this was pre all of that. Like, this was, keep in mind, baby. I was fetus. The first time
Still
I saw
fetus.
Resident Evil, my brothers were playing it. I think it was my oldest brother, and then the other one left the room. And my ass was supposed to be asleep because, you know, child. But me, I
Fetus.
decided to play one of the earliest games of Fuck Around and Find Out.
Mhm.
And I walked in on my brother. I don't know what particular part is because I feel like my brain is refusing to let me remember what specific fucking part. But it was just a big ass fight he was on, and some other shit was happening, and I can't remember the specifics. But all I know is that that shit had me fucked up to the point where I would not look at Resident Evil shit until like what Village or until Lady Dimitrescu decided to pop her tall ass in the series. Like, hey, the Heisenberg followed up was like, "What's up?"
That's
Yeah.
Village, yeah.
I can't. It had to be. It had to be one of the earlier games, but I literally cannot remember which one for the life of me. But something in there had me fucked up. And no, I was not having it. No.
Listen. So I mean, okay, we got everybody's first experiences. What are your guys' favorite game from the Resident Evil series?
For the simps out there, we know.
Mine isn't Village because of the Simps. Mine is Village because I liked Heisenberg's character and I like Mother Miranda. Funny part is,
Mother
I could give
Miranda.
two shits about Lady Dimitrescu in that whole fucking game. I loved Mother Miranda.
So bad for like when I found out the backstories of like all of the daughters, and then the sad
That's
nearby
true.
hours.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't
Jay?
say. Gosh.
Whoa.
I wouldn't say.
Whoa.
Where-
Whoa. Hey, you
Like,
hot.
you
You
sound
What
hot.
is wrong with your
hot.
microphone?
You hot.
You sound like you trying to yell or speak through a fan.
Yeah, your mic is
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
I did not like that shit. The devil.
So
There you
I can't really pick one. I mean, granted, Village is up there. Village because it's good,
go.
not just because of the characters,
Mm-hmm.
but that whole arc with the most diabolical man in the Resident Evil franchise. That man, Albert Wesker.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if you say Heisenberg,
It's-
I'd kick you in the
No,
nuts.
bro. No,
Also,
that
it's
whole listen, that whole chronicle of Wesker. The terror of, I call it the terror of Wesker. If you know, you know.
Also,
Bruh.
Mr.
Encyclopedia.
Mr. I'm gonna betray my whole squad, and then eventually take over Umbrella for myself and become what we came here to kill. Cool.
Yeah. Also, encyclopedia, but Albert Wesker is actually now a available killer in the aforementioned game, Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
He is part of the new Resident Evil update.
Mhm.
Y'all better not play that. I'm just gonna tell you now. You're wasting your time.
Well,
If they listen, I'm telling you, if they give him all the abilities that he has
They're not
from
gonna
the
give him
franchise.
all. They're not gonna give him all the abilities from
I
the
don't think
franchise
he has all
because
half.
stuff, because this
Or
they're
at
man
not
is
even
least
gonna
literally a
get. They're
wall.
gonna they're gonna give him probably 2 or 3 of the abilities that he has in the series. They will
This
not give
man,
him that man all the abilities he has because if he had all the abilities, he'd be too fucking OP. There would be no reason for
Oh,
you to play.
he's the
exactly.
Kaneki of the franchise. This man is just everything.
Can you explain what the fuck a Wesker is?
Okay,
Ooh,
so
that's a demon.
all right, cool.
I feel like I'm gonna
Albert,
have to fix it.
cool. Albert Wesker is basically in the first game. There's an alpha team and there's a whatever, a delta team, whatever the case may be. Alpha team is Jill, Chris Redfield, Albert Wesker, Barry Burton, and another motherfucker who dies before they even get in the mansion. So, basically, Albert Wesker is basically the motherfucker that betrays everybody. He knows what the fuck is going on with the Arkley Mansion and everything. He knows about Umbrella's secret weaponizing program. He knows about all that shit. He's the one who actually sets the tyrant off, sets everything in motion. He betrays this whole squad. Damn near gets everybody killed. Plot armor. They get away. But he doesn't die either. But he comes back in later games. Basically, this man is a fucking menace to society. Cause like honestly, you should have known he was the bad guy. It's a '90s game, and it's like at night, and this motherfucker's wearing sunglasses. You should have fucking knew he was a bad guy. But I digress.
My sunglasses at night.
But Albert Wesker basically injects himself with the shit that motherfuckers been trying to, trying to harvest, and becomes an absolute, I'm gonna say it, a fucking god. He becomes Satan himself. Look, for real. And I can definitely see you hyperfixated.
Listen.
Don't
As soon as that man,
No.
Don't you do it, Ricky Bobby.
listen.
You don't want that, Mom. You don't want that,
As
bro.
soon as that man hits the screen, you know how Barlisa be like, "Is that the Grim Reaper?"
Pretty much.
That is the Grim River.
That
Pretty
is the
much.
Grim Reaper.
That's what Albert Wesker is basically. He's the fucking Grim Reaper. He basically, he's the motherfucker that just like DTA. Don't trust anybody for real.
Nope.
Don't trust that nigga. Don't trust them
He
new
not
niggas
even
upstairs.
he not even team FTK. This man is team FTE or FE. Fuck everybody.
Fuck everybody.
Man don't care.
Fuck everybody. I'm in it for myself. That's basically Albert Wesker's character. I want to see bro, he basically turned himself into a fucking weapon for his own gain. But yeah. Top 10 villain in my opinion.
Absolutely.
As far as the games go. Top 10 villain. But yeah.
Throw that man into a volcano to beat him.
I don't even think the volcano would hurt him. I think he would beat up the volcano and win.
The old Heihachi move, huh? But no, my favorite game being one who's played almost probably everyone. Yeah, have I played every last? Yeah, I've actually played every last Resident Evil game. My favorites are definitely Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil Code Veronica, for those who know about that one.
Dreamcast.
PS2, that too. GameCube too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remind me. And I'm at Resident Evil 4 is up there too. Resident Evil 4, and last but not least, Resident Evil 7. Because I say Resident Evil 7 instead of Village, because Resident Evil 7 was the first Resident Evil that was first person, which it gave a whole new dynamic to the series. it gave a whole new like fresh. It gave it fresh life because originally, like with the first one, they wanted to basically do the game in first person. They tested it out. You know, you can look up a couple of mods online where Resident Evil 1 is in first person, but they just decided to do third person because of the characters and whatnot. But I like how they did Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village. I don't as much like Resident Evil Village like a lot of other people because honestly, I think the thirstiness that motherfuckers have for Lady Dimitrescu and the simpage that they have for characters in that game and the fan base now takes away from the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Resident Evil Village will not be on my list as far as the best game.
You right.
I do have a question though for you guys who've played some Resident Evil games, or you can even add movie characters. Who are some of your favorite Resident Evil characters?
Leon motherfucking Kennedy.
So if we're talking about movies, I fucking hated the movies.
Well,
but
you can add movies or the game. It don't matter.
But that's also because I'm not too much of a fan of zombie movies.
Mm-hmm.
So take my shit to grand. I'm biased.
Leon motherfucking Kennedy.
We heard you, Rose.
And if we talk about
Simp.
video games,
Also, I do like Wesker because as a villain, he is super menace. Also, fuck you, not my fault. He cute.
yeah, I'm reading up on Wesker. Damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Huh?
Told you.
That
Man's a
nigga and
menace.
Mother Miranda are my favorites.
Oh, just wait till you read about his kids.
I feel like him
He
and
got kids?
Yeah, one. He has a son.
Yeah.
He has a son named Jacob.
They're the same cell if they were ever in a prison.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with Rose. One of my staple characters, one of my favorite characters, of course, Rose. Damn.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters is definitely Leon Scott Kennedy. Yep, I went full name. Fuck you. Don't give a fuck. Obligatory, shut the fuck up. Cause one, have you seen that man?
No.
Listen,
Gotta Google.
listen.
now.
Google that man. Google that man. Okay.
Doing it now.
You know what I mean?
Leon S.
He
Kennedy,
he's
that's
the
like
he literally listen, I'm telling you right now, he perfected the Bieber cut, okay? He made it sexy. Okay, before Bieber.
What?
Yeah. Leon Scott Kennedy.
Just look it up, Kevin. Just look.
I am looking at it. Why do you think my face looks like this? He the Siberian Husky of white boys.
Hey yo. Damn. No, I know it. No. You know what? I got you, Rick. I got you, Jay. I got you. Look up Chris Redfield. There you go. That's more your speed.
That's
Oh.
more your
Setup.
speed.
That is
That's
a
more your
setup.
speed.
That is more
That
your
is more your
speed.
speed. Chris Redfield is more your speed. Daddy. That's all she gonna say. I bet you.
Hey,
$10. Her look
I
finna
got
change.
quarters.
I got a quarter too. So
Mhm.
I guarantee you, she looks up Chris Redfield. She gonna be,
That's more my speed. Mm-hmm.
No, you know what? I got you. You know what? I got you. Look up the Tyrant. There you go. Monster fucking ass.
that, you bitch. You just get me.
You right.
You right.
Monster fucking ass. But no, other than the stable character of Leon, my favorite character, without a doubt, is Barry motherfucking Burton and Claire Redfield. Okay? First off, Claire Redfield is the original, to me, is more badass than Jill was. Okay? Take it to the bank. She is. And my man Barry Burton does not get enough love. He doesn't. Barry don't get enough love. Plus, I just wanted to start with that nigga gun, because that motherfucker's, look, that coat that motherfucker got, bruh, is lethal. Not lethal, lethal. Lethal.
Not lethal.
You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely like, just that type of shit. Can I just hold it? I just want to hold it.
No.
Can I hold it? I just want to hold it. I know you want to hold it, but anyway.
Shut up, nigga.
Mm-hmm. So, I do have to ask this question. If you don't, we can move on. Do you guys have any favorite characters from the movie?
Leon Kennedy, played by Ivan Jogia, because I had a fat ass crush on that man for the past couple of years because of Victorious.
Everybody had a fat ass crush on Beck. Beck was.
We're definitely gonna talk about that.
What?
I'm sorry, he shouldn't have played Leon, but okay. But anywho, yeah, nobody, like nobody. Like, listen,
okay,
I'm gonna be the only character in my opinion. I'm gonna let you go ahead, Jay. Only character in my opinion that gets any like thumbs up is Michelle Rodriguez's character. That's it.
That one right there.
That's it.
That one right there.
Rain is the only one that gets any love from me, bro. That's it.
That one right there.
That's it.
And see, and this question right here is exactly why I said earlier, hey, yo, where's SJ? Because I know SJ would have torn these damn movies to fucking shreds.
No, okay. Okay, but here's the thing. Like, I haven't seen the reboot yet. I have. But
it's not worth it.
Just by watching the trailer, looks 10 times better than the whole damn franchise.
Okay, which reboot are you talking about?
The newest one.
The newest one with Kenneth, with Leon and Claire, and then they have. Okay. Can we touch on that for a second?
Yes, we can.
All right, cool. Because I watched that. This should have been a two-parter. To be real, it really should have been separated, because what they're doing, essentially, are telling you two different stories at fucking once.
Cramming everything.
So they're going, right, basically they're going from Resident Evil 1 to Resident Evil 2, back to Resident Evil 1, back, boom, 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 going from the Arkley Mansion to the police station, back and forth. When the Arkley Mansion incident happened like weeks and months after, you know what I'm saying, before Resident Evil 2 happened. And the fact, one of the big benefactors, like, for me that really took me away was somebody who played the game, is the fact that my man Barry Burton wasn't in the movie. Wasn't even in the show. Wasn't even mentioned. But y'all had Brad puss-ass Vickers in the fucking show. Like, bro, are you serious? But
you mad when I tell him you mad?
Like, no, because it's like it takes the nostalgia out of it. I didn't like who they fucking got to. I like who they got to play Chris. I like who they got to play. You know what I'm saying? Fucking I like who they got to play Chris. I sort of liked who they got to play Jill. The rest of them, they can suck a dick. I like who they got to play Claire. My boy from Victorious. No, that wasn't it.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really just, didn't hit.
The thing is, like, people, like, only know, like, Ivan Jogia, or, like, his most notable role is Victorious. But he has done more serious projects, and he can act. I just think he was given a whole bunch of misdirection with how he was supposed to portray things.
Right. So now, okay, go ahead, Jay. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, just by hearing other people's opinions about it, they pretty much said they like this one better than the whole franchise.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love this one way better than what the fuck that was.
Right, and then people also were looking into the Japanese version.
Japanese version is way better because Japanese people actually
Mm. Oh, hold on, wait. They slipped up a couple times. Let's
they
not
slipped
go.
up a couple times, but it's their shit.
Yeah.
It's their shit.
It's true.
They allowed the fumble.
Listen, but it still broke my heart. Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal.
Full Metal Alchemist. The door, sir. But
I'm
yeah,
not lying. It broke my heart.
You brought
So-
it up.
all right. So now we get to the nitty gritty.
Caught an example.
Now we get to the nitty gritty. Warning:
No.
you are about to hear a lot of cursing, a lot of ranting, because now we're done with the gaming franchise,
Here we go. My time to shine.
and now we're gonna get into what we liked and didn't like about the movies.
Jay listen up the Timbs under that table. He about to lace up his Timbs. He been waiting
Let
for
me
this
let
moment.
me put on my black Air Forces real quick.
He got the Arizona Bev in the side cup right as we speak.
Nah, bro. Nah, I'll put it this way. I put on the Millennium Puzzle. I'm not Yugi. I'm Yami.
Bet.
Damn. It's time to do.
Just call me Seto Kaiba.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I ain't Yugi. I'm Yami.
let's go. It's time to do. All right.
Can I go first?
Hold on, Rose. Because we're about to do this franchise so dirty. It's only proper. All right, go ahead.
We ain't hear nothing.
I'm tired. You know what? Y'all didn't hear nothing? For real?
No,
I
Wow.
ain't hear nothing.
I've been pressing buttons all day. Okay.
I heard
We heard-
something.
we
I
heard
heard
that
it
you're
earlier.
not that guy, pal. And when you
Yeah, I heard
hit
that
the
one.
you right, but there's
Yeah.
nothing that played a couple of seconds ago.
Y'all didn't hear that? Y'all, please don't be fucking with me.
No,
I'm
we're
not. I'm
This
totally
shit.
not.
I heard that you're not that guy. I heard that you're right. Other
Yeah.
than that was it.
That was it.
Didn't hear shit.
Damn, the producers of Resident Evil heard we was talking shit. Like, nah, I can't do that anymore.
Like everybody in the audience can hear it. We can't.
Yeah, Ebony and them heard it. We didn't hear.
Ebony, did you hear it? Shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ebony said she heard it. She heard Taco Bell.
She heard Taco Bell.
That wasn't Taco Bell. That was the fucking Undertaker. What the fuck? I'm done. Go ahead. Go ahead. Listen. Back. We getting back on track. We getting back on track.
Lee Ebony. So, I love this. Kenny, you
Yeah,
know
we
what?
gotta
You
clip
gotta
that.
clip it.
We gotta clip that. We gotta clip that.
But so
I heard Taco Bell. What the fuck, bruh?
Boy,
Oh,
why did you
man.
mark and you jumped out too quick.
That is just wonderful.
So
It's okay, Ebony.
It's okay, Ebony. We love you. We love you.
I'm not gonna lie. The only Resident Evil movie that like I know a lot about is the reboot, because after years of being what's about it and doing Resident Evil research, a lot of people said the movies were ass and they didn't fuck with the movies, and I didn't want to put myself through the pain of that shit. But
I
from what
understand.
I could see, they were adding characters and shit that weren't supposed to be in there, taking out more interesting characters for like literal bags of trash. And I'm like, why the fuck
Word,
would
bar
you,
for bar.
why the fuck would you, why would you change
Here-
the
here-
formula?
Okay.
The Krabby Patty formula.
All right.
Why
Can
would
I
you
can I start off, please? May I start off?
Go ahead, babe.
Mm-hmm.
change the-
Ding,
So I'm gonna say this. W.S. Anderson. Use a bitch.
Papa, who that woman?
That's the same man that directed all the Resident Evils, as well as both Mortal Kombats.
Oh,
Knew
no
we
wonder he was ass.
Knew we should never trust each other.
But like, okay, so here's the thing: the first Resident Evil
You a bitch.
movie was decent. I will give it credit. It was a good movie. Now, granted, it should have been called something else, not Resident Evil, but good movie overall. Second movie was okay. It was okay. You introduced Jill to it. You got Nemesis. Okay, you got characters that we know, but Alice is still the main character. We do not know why. 3 and on is where it gets convoluted and fucking stupid. Because you can't... How the fuck are you going to build a franchise and not follow your own continuity? Literally. Resident Evil Extinction. Everything was dead. Everything is dying. The whole world is fucking sand and desert. There's nothing around. Next movie, this bitch is flying airplanes and all this other shit. And the grass is green and all this other shit. Everybody living.
Before Boogie continues to tear into these movies and Jay come from the side with the tag team on some Jeff Hardy type shit, DX type shit, NWO type shit, you know what I mean? Keep in mind that even the most convoluted movie franchises in the horror genre, at least to an extent, they follow some of them. They have a continuity. And motherfuckers is going to space.
And you know
Motherfuckers was
what?
going to space. Motherfuckers was going
You know
in the
what?
past.
You know what? And as a horror fan, I am completely and utterly disgusted. Completely flabbergasted. The fact that Resident Evil and the entire franchise is listed under horror is absolutely fucking egregious.
This is egregious.
Okay, Corey Graves, talk your shit.
It is whole sci-fi.
It's whole sci-fi. I wouldn't even consider it fucking sci-fi. I wouldn't even consider it that. I honestly would put it in thriller, not horror or sci-fi.
You're right.
Some people think horror and thriller go hand in hand.
They don't. But that's another conversation for another day. But back to these trash ass movies. You only added characters. When you did add characters from the game, their personalities did not match who the fuck they are in the game. Why the fuck? Why in the absolute fuck is Leon working for Wesker? If you actually did some time to fucking do some research, are you serious? If you actually took the time to do some research, you would find out that Leon is fucking, when he got done with the second game, he became a Secret Service agent. That's what happened. He worked for the president.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is he working for Umbrella and fucking Wesker? Why the fuck is Barry working for Wesker? The continuity of this franchise is absolutely positively just fucking stupid. It's absolutely stupid, and it honestly is one of the worst fucking movie franchises of all time, in my opinion. And if you say it's not, I will fight you.
I'm sorry, what?
It is literally one of the worst movie franchises in history. And if you say it's not, I will fight you.
But
Like we
I've
finna
also
really like,
noticed-
bro. We really finna throw hands, bro.
I have also noticed
Go ahead.
the people who say it's not are the people who, one, have never played the game, never at least watched the gameplay, know anything about the game, and don't also really care for horror movies.
That part.
That
People who
gives
say
the
that those
thing-
movies are good are people who don't really give a shit about the franchise in general.
Exactly.
That
Pretty
gives
much.
the same energy off as the people like when Infinity War became a big thing. That gave the same energy off as like people who only knew the MCU through the MCU movies, not the MCU comic verse, which is completely different. Because like we talked about before, the multiverse has always been there. It's always been a thing. Y'all were just blind to it because y'all only follow the movies.
Right.
Y'all only
here's the
follow
thing.
the movies and y'all don't follow
But
the
here's
game.
Here's the big difference between that, though.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between that is the MCU movies are good.
And they actually have a congruent storyline.
Right,
But there
they're
are some
good.
moments that are
Yes, there are some
and-
moments that are awkward and like not following the continuity, but for the most part, you know what's going on. You know the story. You're not constantly fucking confused.
Right. Meanwhile,
wanna low.
Resident Evil 1 and, like Boogie said, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. Confusing, but you're still keeping with it. 3 and after? What? Wait, what?
So you mean to tell me
What?
Resident Evil 3 the movie and after did the I take the ball, I dribble it,
So
I
let me
shoot my shot.
let me
And I
let me
missed
so
it.
let me put it to you like this. Let me put it to you like this. At the end of Resident Evil 3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on this. I can't remember because I refuse not to. They're sitting here at the age of extinction. Wesker has somehow placed himself into power at the White House, which I find hilarious. He implants the Plaga into Alice's DNA, number 2. So now she has the Plaga as well as the T virus. So at the end of this movie, it is Alice, Wesker, the ball dude, and a couple other people. I think Claire, a couple other people are standing on the roof of the White House. There is a long panning out shot before they roll to credits. There are motherfucking flying ass fucking dragon looking things. Motherfucking big ass monsters. Motherfucking army are fighting those monsters in the air. But you go to the next movie, no mention of what the fuck just happened at the end of that. None.
No. Correction. They did.
What?
But it was in a flashback, a quick flashback.
It was a quick flashback. Bitch, I want to see these motherfuckers. I want to see what the fuck these dragons can do, cause I ain't never had them in the game. These bitches look like fucking pterodactyls.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm so glad I didn't torture myself by watching the Resident Evil movies. Because had I saw that shit and then went to movie 4,
Because,
I
like,
would have
honestly,
called y'all and cussed y'all out for not warning me.
So,
go ahead, Jeff.
Beforehand.
So this is more of a Boogie question.
Yo,
So, which one is worse? The Resident Evil franchise or House of the Dead?
House of the Dead by far, by fucking far, House of the Dead.
Okay.
Absolutely. Don't even you. Jay, you don't even want to get me started, bruh. We ain't got enough time, like, bruh, to get on that one, bruh. Listen, I love, as much as I shit on Resident Evil and the franchise, House of the fucking Dead That first movie, what the fuck? What's the absolute fuck? The second movie, House of the Dead, Patient Zero or some shit. What the fuck? But but the thing about House of the Dead though, I put that on the director solely because he is literally a known for being a fucking troll.
The W.S. Anderson dude?
No, the one who directed House of the Dead. He is known for literally being a fucking troll, and
But
that's why that
W.S.
movie.
Anderson is the one who directed the crappy ones.
Yes, he's the one that directed. Well, they're both crappy and like they're both piles of shit. It depends on which shit stank less when you put it. You know what I'm saying? But it's still shit.
Yeah, and the only reason that the Resident Evil franchises actually got to the point to where they got to make sequels is because they got the people that didn't know about Resident Evil. They just knew that Resident Evil was a game.
That part.
Never played it in their life.
Never played it. Hence why I love the animated movies better. All the animated movies are absolutely better, but that's what they did. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Basically, you attach a name to something. Oh, okay. I've heard of that. I've heard of Resident Evil. It's a game. Let me check it out. What the fuck did I just watch?
Or you get the people who are like, oh, that was pretty cool. Let's see what they do next.
I hope not. You need your ass checked.
Listen. That's literally how we got the sequels.
I mean, it is. It really is. But my thing is, like, with all the sequels and shit,
because they made their main character hot.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich, aka Lilu Corbin, Multipass, Lilu Multipass. Because I will never. Mila Kunis will always be Lilu for me. I don't know who the fuck Alice is. Fuck that bitch. And I'm like, and my thing is, can we stop with the Alice in Wonderland fucking allegories, please, for once? Jesus.
Never.
Because that's basically what it was. Like, if you really think about it.
Yes.
But in all seriousness, though, like, the movie franchise, if you want to keep it a band, it was so bad that it fucked up the games for a while. It really fucked up the games for a while.
And honestly, because you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, because it took them remastering the games to bring them back.
Exactly. And it wasn't even like the remastering. It was like, Resident Evil 7 that really brought back motherfuckers to Resident Evil. Because it was years after, Resident Evil 6 came out and the last movie came out. And the only people who were playing Resident Evil at the time, like Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, were diehard Resident Evil fans. Those are the only ones who were really playing it. Those were the only ones who were out here buying, buying the games and playing them. Were the diehard Resident Evil fans.
Right.
And it's like, once Resident Evil 7 came out, that brought a whole new audience, which honestly saved the franchise.
Oh, very much. But the funny part is, a lot of people weren't buying the games because they were dumbasses, and I actually have dealt with people like this because I have some of them, sadly, in my bloodline, who said that the games were based off of the movies, so the games were no better. And I'm like, that's not true.
That hurts. That hurts.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is
Listen,
If you
no,
look
because
closely at Boogie's camera, you can see him about to turn Super Saiyan Blue.
hold on, no, because I need some people that needs to hear this that's
Mm-hmm.
watching.
Please. By all means, my brother.
That is false
Mm-hmm.
because even the movies, even the cult classics like Street Fighter is nowhere like the storyline for the game.
Hell no.
Tekken,
Hell no.
Mortal Kombat.
What's Mortal Kombat? What's that?
Shut up. Especially the new Mortal Kombat.
Okay, wait, hold on. The new Mortal Kombat was a little bit closer. A little bit closer.
But there were some things that they changed, and I was like, "Hey, yo."
Yeah, that was shit was
My
stupid.
thing was y'all promoted this giant ass tournament, and I ain't seen no fucking tournament. What the fuck is it?
There was like 10 people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which means this sequel better blow me the fuck up out the water.
That part.
Mm-hmm. This better be the actual tournament.
That part.
I better see Johnny Cage whoop somebody ass with a damn award in the next one.
Man, fuck Pretty Boy.
No, we're gonna see Johnny Cage, but I don't know about hitting people with a reward. But but no, and like the Illuminati was just telling me that the director for Resident Evil was actually in a relationship with.
Yeah, that's how listen, that's how they married each other. Like they was working together, and then they was working together, and then they was fucking, and then they was married.
Mm-hmm.
And if you actually
she said you ain't gonna kill me off this movie.
If you pay attention to later movies, the person that is playing the Red Queen from the first one, that's their daughter.
It was all a family affair.
Kind of like how randomly and nowhere in the Saw franchise we just got Jigsaw's ex-wife, who was played by the at the time wife of one of the producers on the movie, even though that bitch couldn't act to save her life.
But you know what? We didn't see that much of her. Yeah, it happens a lot, but we didn't see that much of her. Versus
this bitch was the main character.
Versus the main character, and then when you thought she was killed off, all of a sudden she was Jeebus.
She was Jeebus. She was fucking Jeebus. Like it made no sense. And what really pisses me off to no avail is the fucking reveal that this bitch has been a clone of somebody else the whole entire fucking time.
I thought twists like that were supposed to be good, but given that you said this movie was shitty, it must have turned out really bad. So can you explain?
So you had bro, there's
you had Clayface being, the Joker the whole time.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Cool. That's cool. That's a cool twist. Also, the fact that the Joker was dead already in the beginning of the game, but we're not going to talk about that.
Was already dead.
We're not going to talk about that. But it's the fact that, when I say, so Rose, to answer your question.
W's. Yes.
In the last movie, it is revealed that one of the creators of Umbrella created the T-Virus to help his disabled daughter walk again.
Okay, sounds like some standard horror, sci-fi, thriller shit.
Right. However, what is revealed is they were trying to find a perfect, way to make her DNA, basically to alter her DNA where she could walk again, right?
Okay.
By using all these fucking Alice clones.
Okay.
But the Alice that we're following is turned out she's another clone of this old ass lady in this goddamn wheelchair who's been frozen this whole fucking time, apparently. because all the heads of Umbrella, when shit went to fucking hell, all went to this little fucking bullshit ass underground lair where they were in fucking cocoons and bullshit, like Adam Warlock in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy and all the other bullshit like that.
The nigga was too stunned to speak.
They was trying to be Space Jesus.
Not necessarily, but not necessarily
So
Space
let me get this
Jesus.
straight.
They are the rich and fortunate trying to get away from like a virus. So basically, when they wake up,
The shit
everything's the shit that they caused is supposed to be gone, and everything's supposed to be fine and dandy, so they can restart their lives.
So let me get this straight.
I hate
So the man started the T virus project as a way to cure his disabled daughter who can no longer walk.
Mm-hmm.
However, shit hit the fan.
Okay, so all right, it's kind of like any other medicine or things like that. Not only is it trial and error, but used in a controlled environment,
that's
the T virus hits a little bit different. Used in a controlled environment. What happened was you had that one asshole from the first one who fucking just threw the vial and just let everybody just die. And I'm like, bro, you a trooper. Fuck them kids. Fuck everybody. I got you. But yeah, you had him do what he did, and it's airborne, so it's out of control. But used in a controlled environment, like you've seen them testing on the rabbits, things like that, using a controlled environment, it can help. It does have benefits. Like you saw in Resident Evil 2, the movie, with the schoolgirl who was, when she was younger, on crutches, was basically, but her father, one of the creators of the one of the scientists behind the T-virus, was giving it to her to help her. And it bonded with her DNA to help her walk again. But we lost that in continuity because Resident Evil.
Not because Resident Evil.
Fucking stupid. You had a golden opportunity right there. Like, I don't even know that much about all the movies. I don't want to because I don't want to scar myself with that information.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see a follow-up to that. Also, you mean to tell me a motherfucking clone? Wait,
hold on. Go ahead. Because I'm going to tell you about the little girl. I'm going to tell you about the little girl in a minute.
You mean to tell me a motherfucking clone of a popsicle stick old-ass lady is given more plot armor than actual characters the audience is supposed to know and like?
Yeah. Not to mention they was making clones of everybody and their mama. Damn. And Rose Poofed. But yeah, I mean, look, it's a very convoluted story. It makes no sense whatsoever, and that's why it will go down in history as one of the worst movie franchises of all time. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. Like, you basically... Okay. Another thing I really didn't like. Nemesis. In the second Resident Evil movie. First off, Nemesis is a fucking bioweapon. He has one objective.
Kill that bitch.
Kill STARS members. Or kill whoever they program him to kill. If they are a threat, take them the fuck out. What I did not like about it, and you can call me an evil son of a bitch. Don't argue with me, argue with your mom.
Fair.
Is the fact that they gave him compassion.
Let's say a conscience.
A conscience. They gave him compassion. They gave him a conscience. Because if you've seen the first movie, of Resident Evil, If you remember the guy that at the end of the movie, Matt, who got scratched by the liquor at the end of the movie, they basically turned him into Nemesis. Which we never know in the game who the fuck Nemesis is or who the fuck. We know he was a fucking bioweapon that they fucking somewhat perfected.
So they don't. So in the movie, they give you the reveal, but in the game, we don't even know what he started out as, like
No,
origin wise.
no.
He's
They
just
gave
there?
this man. He's just there. He's a bioweapon. You find that out in the game. He's a bioweapon. He's one of the. He's a successful bioweapon. Not perfect, successful, but it takes away from his character to give him that compassion when this man never had that in the game, and he's built not to have it. But she walks up to him, Matt, I know you're in there. It's me, Alice. Help me, please. Yeah. But it defeats the purpose. Kill that bitch. That's what you programmed to do. Kill her.
That part.
But in the end of the movie, he literally pushes her out the way of a helicopter so he could take the blunt, and then boom, he dead. Like, that's not how this works.
I'm sorry, you gonna give this ugly looking motherfucker compassion?
Yeah.
This nigga looks like the teeth chattering thing from goddamn Hellraiser.
Exactly.
Just buff.
The chatter.
There you go, that's that nigga there.
Also, I would just like to say, the story time about how I first got introduced to the lovely Nemesis. Now, like I said before, I didn't play Resident Evil games, and I knew little to meh. Like, I think the game that I knew the most about, I don't know now, but the game I knew most about at the time was Resident Evil 6.
Right.
So, I'm playing Dead by Daylight, and one of my homies, he's like, hey, they've added Resident Evil, and I've heard of Resident Evil. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. And then I see Leon, I see Claire. I was like, okay, Leon. So we spawn in the in the police station. Cause it's a map. So I'm just going around this dark ass map trying to find generators. Just get the fuck out. All I see is a big ass, tall ass shadow come from the corner. When I tell you, I never screamed and hauled ass up, and then I had to look him up after the match. We got out, but I had to look him up afterward. That motherfucker. Why the fuck would you give that compassion?
I don't know what the hell you feel.
Plot.
Why
Movie plot.
Why did y'all get...
Movie plot.
Y'all gave that motherfucker, low-key, y'all gave him the damn... And I know this is very ironic, but y'all gave him the damn fucking Madara Uchiha plot armor cheese. Y'all killed that motherfucker off because y'all knew...
There's something I do have to address. They basically made this bitch Alice superhuman.
Damn.
They made her into a fucking superhero. Because half of the movies, she didn't have any powers. But she was still snapping necks like they was twigs and all this other shit. If you go back to Resident Evil 2, before she gained any powers, the graveyard scene, she had no powers. But yeah, she was snapping them zombies' necks like they was tissue paper. Like, she was kicking ass all day, bro. No powers. Nothing. Like, it's terrible. And as a fan of the games, it hurts. It really does. Like, it's like them taking... I don't know, because it's already terrible enough. Oh. Yeah. It's like having growing up watching Heath Ledger play the Joker, and then the next time you watch the Joker, you get to see Jared Leto. That's what I compare it to.
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's what I compare it to. You have Jack Nicholson, you got Cesar Romero, Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger, and then what the fuck y'all do? Y'all crap Jared Leto right on us. With no Joaquin Phoenix. There's no Joaquin Phoenix. There's no saving grace. That's it. It's just, you get Jared Leto. You get Jared Leto. That's it.
That's gay.
It's like if Jared Leto was Lifetime playing the Joker. Like he's the only person. It's like he's the only person that can play the Joker from now on.
No,
That's what the fuck that felt like.
Ew.
That's what it felt like.
The fact that there's a dimension somewhere where that's true sickens me.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just want to thank y'all for sticking around for this last little hour and a half, whatever the case may be. I have been the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, Hitman Boogie. And of course, I want to thank my lovely co-host for tonight, Baby Cats, the lovely Rosadex, Encyclopedia Darwin, whatever you want to call it. And of course, my big brother Jay. He had to step away real quick. But like we stay here at 3 Blerd Ninjas. You know what I mean? Until we meet again. Blaggy, 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 blaggy. Mika maka muka muka maka muka muka maka muka. Love you. Bye bye.
Good time.